Once upon a time, the Ravi River was the heartbeat of Punjab. It wasn't just a river, it was life itself. The Mughal emperors hunted in its forests. Shipbuilding yards lined its banks. Merchants sailed on its waters, trading goods all the way from Kashmir to Europe. And artists, poets, and lovers poured their hearts into verses about Ravi's waves. But today, this once mighty river is dying. Long before Lahore became the city of empires, Ravi was already flowing. The great Harappan civilization, one of the oldest in human history, flourished on its banks. Ravi gave them life, fertile fields, fresh water, and endless abundance. But when Ravi changed its course, Harappa too was abandoned. The lesson was written in history. When a river dies, civilizations die with it. Centuries later, Aryan tribes arrived from Central Asia. They saw Ravi's fertile plains and never left. They called it Partition in the Rig Veda, the fast-flowing one. In the Mahabharata, it was Ravti, the river of great waters. Over time, Ravti became Ravi. For Lahore, Ravi was not just a river, it was protection, food, timber, and a gateway to the world. When the Mughals entered India, they too fell in love with Ravi. Emperor Akbar built the Lahore fort on its eastern bank, its walls designed so that the river flowed around three sides, like a father's arms guarding his children. The Mughal emperors had two great passions: building magnificent gardens and hunting in the forests. Ravi gave them both. Shalimar Bagh, Zabunisar's gardens, Kamran's Baradari, all stood proudly by its banks. Emperor Jahangir hunted here for months. In his memoirs, he recorded shooting 158 animals with his own musket. Yet, when his beloved deer Hansraj died, he banned deer hunting forever. To honor it, he built the famous Hiran Minar in Sheikhupura. Ravi was not just water, it was poetry, passion, and power. Few today know that Lahore was once a shipbuilding city. Yes, massive ocean-faring ships were built right here, on Ravi's banks. In Akbar's reign, the shipyard near present-day Sharonwala Gate built vessels 90 to 100 feet long, the kind that could sail across seas. Timber was brought from Himalayan forests. Trade goods flowed downstream from Kashmir: spices, shawls, dry fruits, and embroidered fabrics. Lahore's merchants dyed and repacked them, adding value before sending them further. Then, loaded onto great ships, these goods sailed through Multan, Sindh, and the Arabian Sea, reaching markets as far as Amsterdam in Europe. This was the Golden Road of trade, one of the most profitable trade routes in the world. British historian William Dalrymple later called it the Golden Road. When the British arrived in the 18th and 19th centuries, they changed everything. They brought engines, railways, and modern weapons. They built a great bridge over Ravi. Trains passed on top, while bullock carts, bicycles, and pedestrians crossed below. Lahore's geography, trade, and even its neighborhoods were reshaped by Ravi's shipbuilding and commerce. Areas like Chappu Wali Gali and Tarkhana Wali Gali still whisper those memories. But slowly, as colonial control deepened, Ravi's glory began to fade. The final wound came in 1947. When India was partitioned, Ravi was brutally divided, one bend flowing into India, another turning towards Pakistan. In 1960, the Indus Water Treaty gave control of Ravi, Beas, and Sutlej to India. India diverted Ravi's waters into the Sutlej through Madhapur headworks. What was once a roaring river became a trickle of sewage and toxic waste. The Ravi that carried ships to Europe was gone.
The Ravi that gave Lahore its soul was gone. If there is no water in Ravi, then there is no story of ours. Ravi's floodplains once had deer, elephants, lions, and crocodiles. Its waters were home to countless fish and a rare striped turtle about which legends were told that it could drag animals and humans into the river at night. But with pollution, overhunting, and neglect, these species vanished. What little water flows now is either industrial waste from Indian factories or sewage from Lahore itself. Ravi, once the heartbeat of Lahore, is now one of the most polluted rivers in the world. Even today, housing mafias cut Ravi's fertile lands into plots. Developers see profit, not heritage. But history warns us. 5,000 years ago, Harappa died when Ravi turned away. If we do not protect it, Lahore too will face the same fate. Already Lahore's underground water is falling dangerously. Since 1960, the water table drops by almost 1 meter every year. Wells are drying. The city is thirsty. The only real solution: restore Ravi's flow. For thousands of years, Ravi inspired poets, saints, and singers. Its waves carried songs of love, faith, and rebellion. Even today, Sufis sing on its banks, and poets call it Lahore's soul, because Lahore without Ravi is not Lahore. Final message. Ravi is not just water. It is history. It is culture. It is survival. If we let it die, we are letting Lahore die. And remember, when rivers return to reclaim their natural paths, no court, no government, no power can stop them. The Ravi will flow again. The only question is, will we protect it, or will we wait for nature's revenge? The story of Lahore's soul, and the story of every civilization that rose and fell with its rivers,